I really believe that eloping is just more intentional way of marrying. I specialize in Alaska, on glaciers, on top of mountains. Yes, doing all kinds of crazy things. Eloping is so much more than it used to be. There's no fancy trappings. There is nothing but love present.
And I think that's the most important part of being married is the love.
Sure, we have to turn a different way, but we get to it, right?
Like you just have to turn a little bit to get to where you're meant to be.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Real Connect podcast. I'm your host, Tamika Carlton. I'm super excited to have a guest here, Kate. I'm going to get your name right.
You are.
Okenatez-Mahoney.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. What do I get? Do I get like a cookie?
You get points.
I want a cookie, a point, or something.
Are you Marriott? Are you Starwood? Are you, what points?
I would like whatever's 5-star, okay? But I appreciate you coming, and I'm super excited to have a chat with you because I feel like you do something different, and we're so accustomed to all of the same.
Yeah.
So I would love for you to share. You have your business, and you focus on more elopement.
Yes.
Please explain to the people what that's about.
So I am a photographer, and I also a little bit moonlight as kind of a planner because I do adventurous elopements.
Which I love.
So people typically have historically thought of elopements as like running off to the courthouse.
To Vegas.
Right. You can still elope to Vegas.
Right.
You can. But the modern elopement is so much more than that. Usually it's not in secret, number one. And number two, it's off doing something adventurous. So people get married in national parks. I specialize in Alaska. And so people elope on glaciers, on top of mountains. Yes, doing all kinds of crazy things. And so eloping is so much more than it used to be. And you don't have to elope alone.
Well, that's really cool. Also, would you say that it's become more common for folks to want to elope?
Yes, absolutely. I was married. I'm going to age myself a little bit.
Come through with the age. Come through.
I was married 18 years ago.
Okay.
And this was not a thing.
No.
Like we wanted
not popular
to
at all.
do this sort of adventure elopement. We thought about it, but didn't know how to do it, so we didn't. But yes, especially since 2020, it is 100% more popular. 2020 obviously was necessity.
Right.
But then people realize that there are other ways that you could get married, and it kind of has blossomed from there.
I almost low-key feel like elopement has like a negative connotation associated with it.
Still.
Right? And I feel like a lot of people don't really have an understanding of what it really is. It really is just a wedding on demand for you and your partner.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily, I don't know, you tell me what.
It is. I think for me, and of course I might be a little bit biased, and people will argue with me all day long about it, but I really believe that eloping is just more intentional way of marrying, right? Like at the end of the day, it is the couple, typically the couple themselves. And there's no fancy trappings. There's no, pomp and circumstance to distract. So there is nothing but love present on this day.
And I think that's the most important part of being married is the love. So like who is typically involved with the elopement? It's you helping to plan, photograph, the couple.
The couple, sometimes guests.
Okay.
So my couples tend to come to me with an idea.
Okay.
So you want to get married on a mountain with fall colors and maybe a water element.
Do people really come to you with that heavy of an idea? Wow.
Yeah. Right. And I love it. And so I'll, scavenger hunt. Where's Waldo? Where's a mountain with water and, fall colors? And I'll give them all of these ideas. And so from there, then we design what do they want the experience to be. And that's really what elopements are, is about driving experiences.
Oof.
Some people want,
I love it.
Right? Some people want the $20,000 flower wall.
Yeah.
Or a meal for 250 people.
Right.
Some people want a chalet in the middle of nowhere.
I love that.
Right? And so those are the type of vendors that we tend to have. You still have flowers, you still have gowns, you still have private chefs. You still have all of these things that make it beautiful and amazing. You're just doing it further away.
Well, and it also sounds like you're doing it for you. Like you're doing it for the relationship, the marriage, not the wedding. I think far too often people get so inclined to focus and prioritize on the wedding when the partnership is what really matters, especially when you're married, right? Like, it's like, hello, you got to be with you and the other person.
Right.
So what have you seen folks come to you, obviously? I heard you say like a dream location, chalet, all of the things. Alaska is super random. Like, what's up with Alaska?
What's not up with Alaska?
Like, why Alaska though? Oh. Like, please advise, because I'm like, and I'm originally from Seattle, and like,
yes, you know, I love that area too.
I'm like, I don't. Is it just, what is the vibe in Alaska giving that I'm missing out on?
So, if you think about my business name, Soul and Sky.
Yes, which I love, Soul and Sky. Okay, let's backtrack. Okay. What is, because listen, we can go on. I'm good at that. Where did that name come from?
Yeah, so I work in completely random places, right? I could be on a bluff top in Tennessee. I could be on a glacier in Alaska. I could be on a safari in Kenya. And these
crazy
places are so amazing. And what I realized is the thing that unites them is the sky, right? No matter how different the terrain is, the ground.
Okay, soul.
Just and the souls of the couples and the sky that connects all of them.
Okay, spirituality coming up in here. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get started doing this? Because we got into, the couples, what elopement is, but I think more than anything, people need to understand like why this is important to you.
Yeah.
And how you got started.
My villain origin story?
Yes, please. Please, the villain come through, okay?
So I've always been interested in photography, and I did traditional commercial photography for a long time. Families, events, different weddings, different kind of things. And I did weddings, right? And I did weddings, right? Where the weddings, especially here in Atlanta. And the last wedding I did, where I decided I was like, I cannot, had a bridal party of 15.
That's a lot.
It was so much.
I mean, I can guarantee that they're not even friends with all of those people right now.
Right? And
I can guarantee it.
And it was so stressful. And like just watching the couple, I felt bad for them, right? We'd been together for 9 hours across the day, and they had 15 minutes for portraits because of everything happening.
Wow.
And so, and then they had 250 guests.
That's a
lot.
If
you want to spend any time with any guests, it's like a minute a guest for the remainder of the evening. And I was just like, there has to be something better. And so I actually had a college friend. As you can probably appreciate, I'm super outdoorsy, so I rock climb, I mountain bike, I do all of the things.
I love that.
And so I had a college friend who we kept up on Facebook, and he had gotten engaged, and he reached out. And he said, hey, so we want to get married on top of this cliff in Washington State. He's
Washington, come through. Right? Seattle for the win. Okay, go ahead.
And so he was like, however, obviously we need a wedding photographer.
Okay.
And we need a wedding photographer, and I know that you can do both. Would you do this for us? I was like, say less.
So they needed a wedding photographer and a wedding...
Or a wedding photographer who could rock climb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. So
yes,
they wanted to... Wait a minute. I didn't really... Wait a minute. Let's backtrack. So they wanted to get married on a cliff.
Yes.
They wanted to get photographed on the cliff in Washington.
Yes.
And they needed someone to photograph them on the cliff, so you had to climb the cliff?
Yes. The only way to the ceremony location was to physically rock climb with a rope to the top of the cliff. So they and their guests did it.
Yo.
They had like 5 or 6 family members.
For me. Okay, 5 or 6. How did they get to the cliff?
They all climbed. They all climbed.
What did the people have on?
They wore dresses.
They didn't climb up with the dresses.
They did. It was beautiful. Beautiful. Flowy,
Wait a
boho
minute.
started sort of dresses.
I don't think I was ready for this. Okay, that's beautiful, though. That's beautiful that...
And so I had that experience, Tamika. Mm-hmm. And it was 3 days of them with their intimate crew. And it completely flipped the script. Like, it was clear everybody was in that place, joyful for them. And it was so weird to me. I was like, wait a minute, why am I not doing this?
This type of work.
Yeah. These are my people.
Yeah.
This is my environment.
Yeah.
And that was like for me.
Okay. Well, first of all, let's go back to you rock climbing. Yeah. That's like what you do? Like, you just like to rock. I'm trying to get to rock climbing in the indoor capacity. Okay. I'm like, I really want to rock climb indoor.
Yeah.
Is that like your thing? Like,
so I don't do it as much anymore. Life,
okay.
But yes, in college, after college, I would road trip around rock climbing.
That's amazing.
Climbing rocks outside with ropes, and I had my community, and we all did it.
Wow. I feel like, how did you meet this person that had you go to
through rock climbing?
You said okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a beautiful story too, because I feel like the passion that you have for rock climbing transmitted to this person. Obviously, you rock climbed together. He knew who you were, and then he wanted to get married, and then you were able to do this thing that, like, that's a big, like, series of events that are a part of alignment to me. I would imagine the majority of people that come to you are in alignment with you. How does that work? How do people even find you? Because this is like very niche.
It's super niche. It's getting a little bit less so.
Okay.
But Google, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
And sometimes,
what the hell are people searching for?
Right? Outside wedding, like random things. But most often what happens is they'll be Pinteresting or they'll
that makes
doing something.
Yeah.
And they'll find like one adventure wedding photo. And they're like, whoa, hold on. That's possible? And then they start rabbit holing. And they're like, married outside, get married in snow. Married,
like
national park,
that's
right?
crazy.
Like they start kind of piecing it together, and then they find this world, and there's other Kates.
Well, I love that people are thinking outside of the box.
Yeah,
because we have been conditioned to think that a wedding has to be this glorious occasion where we are inviting hundreds of people, we're paying for all of the people, forget that life. And we have all of these people in the wedding party. But what do you see in these couples that I would imagine they're very genuinely connected to one another?
Absolutely.
What does that look like? Like, how do they? I just am my mind is a little blown, I must say.
I love that.
Right.
They are intimately connected to each other because, like I said before, when you choose an adventure like this, there is nothing else to distract.
Right. Correct.
Right? Like, it is you two together experiencing, enjoying, and so that connection absolutely shines through. And they are a little bit aligned to who I am. The love of travel, the immersive experiences is really what brings people in.
So you plan all of the stuff.
Yeah.
What are some other key things outside of the destination that is a part of the experience?
Yeah, that's such a good question. And it really, what I try and do is celebrate the couple's story. So what is the journey that has taken them to this place, right? And then we build off of that. And so many of the experiences are location dependent. So if you want to do, a beautiful kind of boho beach in Mexico, no resorts or anything.
Right.
Right. What we'll find is a beautiful slow table chef who can make a meal for you. You'll have your ceremony.
This is
we'll have local decor. And then maybe day 2, we find a local boat captain who will take us out and we'll go and we'll find secluded beaches, and it's just this immersion in your story that becomes this memory.
It becomes like a real experience between you, your partner, whomever's with you.
Yeah.
I'm a strong believer, and we had a conversation earlier with Vincent and my husband Logan just about how so many people prioritize the touristy traps of things. And I think what you do speaks volumes around how, exploring who you are as a couple.
Right.
And how you can experience that in another destination.
Yeah.
Is so important because that is going to carry you beyond. Okay. Why do you think it's important for folks to think about making these decisions because I feel like it's a bold decision to step out and not do what is quote unquote normal.
Yeah. I think it's important because this is your day.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever your journey in your relationship together has been, for some of my couples, it's very, very long.
Yeah.
They are very established as a unit, and this is a celebration they want to embark upon. Some people, it's very short. It just depends. But your journey has taken you to this place. It should celebrate who you are and not who or what other people perceive your relationship to be. And I think that's what tends to happen in a traditional wedding, because you're creating it to appease other people. And so I think choosing this adventurous option really allows you that flexibility to celebrate your story for what you want to experience and what you want to remember.
Have you experienced couples that are struggling with that? Like they come to you and they're like, this is what we want to do. And then slowly, progressively, they're like, oh, our mom, our dad, our friends want us to do something different. How does that work?
So much. So I call it my no guilt calls, right? Where a little bit therapist. Right?
I was thinking that, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've had couples who have decided they want to do one thing. And the family, they switch up, right? And, and I feel bad for them because you can tell it's not exactly what they want. I've had other couples who, through conversation, have gotten to be very bold and tell their parents, no, this is what we want to do. And then they come back and they create a separate, experience with the family. And so there are so many ways that you can create a compromise. But yes, absolutely, people have struggled with that.
And it's just a matter of setting your own boundaries, I would imagine, and being confident in your own decision making.
Yeah. But I do think it's important, too, that the modern elopement, you don't have to elope alone. And so
that's a good point.
Yeah, there is actually a healthy population of my couples who elope with, I call them the treasured few, because they're very intentionally choosing people who add to their joy.
Yes.
Right? This is not...
Oh, can we please preach that to the choir? Because I think so many times people just have a slew of people at their wedding and no one gives a damn.
Right.
No one really cares about your love story.
Yeah.
It's just added people for no reason.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so people do elope with their treasured few, whether it's, their two besties on each side, or maybe it's their closest 10 family members or something, right? But that's where doing a multi-day elopement helps you, because day one is the family. You do the family ceremony and the dinner and the reception, and it's all of that kind of family experience. And then day two, they're gone. Right, they go.
And you get to do what you want to do,
and then you go do what you want to do. And so many of my couples choose private vows on day two because there are things that you don't want to say in front of somebody else, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And so it's a little bit of that beautiful harmony.
I love that. I would imagine that you've seen like people transition. Like they've basically made a decision to do this or not, or feel like they're comfortable with it. Like in my mind, I'm thinking about folks that are like, I want to elope. What does that look like? How do I satisfy myself? How do I satisfy my family? Like, how can I make sure that me and my partner are good? Like, I just kind of want to speak to how the process looks when they work with you or eat. I mean, you're not trying to solve all their problems, but please don't. Yeah. But what the process looks like.
So it really starts with that understanding of what is your vision?
Yeah.
And ultimately, we always come back to that. So I have some exercises that I have them do, but basically it comes down to when you close your eyes in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and you think back to your wedding day, what is that thing that you feel, right? Like, where is that place that you're transported to? What is that emotion that comes over you when you remember that? And that becomes the true north. And so everything we do
is around that.
And that's the boundary setting.
Yeah.
Right? If it doesn't come to contribute to that boundary, then we nix it. And even couples that end up going a different way, that is the exercise that I encourage them to do, because it applies no matter what type of wedding you're doing.
Sure.
Right? Like, should you care what color the napkins are? Like, does it contribute to your 20-year
to the overall
memory?
vision?
Right? If not, delegate it.
Yeah.
Right? Here's your overall mood board. Trust.
Is that like your North Star for like people or couples that are like getting stressed with the planning?
Heck yeah.
Just like remember the goal here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because I remember when we got married, like I was the complete opposite. I was like, we got married at we had a destination wedding in Jamaica.
Okay. All right. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I was like, I think we ended up with like 40 people.
Okay.
Which is a decent number for a destination wedding.
We call that a micro wedding.
Right. I'm down for a micro wedding. Okay. Because it was micro payments. Okay. Right. But also it was like, we want the people that are important to us to be present. We also want it to be an experience for everyone, not just us, because it's our experience, but like during the time where we're not having the wedding scenario and like, the wedding activities, y'all go do y'all things. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But also I felt like it was just less stressful because, and I always say this, very rarely we had, I think, 2 people on each side, groomsmen, bridesmaids. Mm-hmm. I'm not friends with those people like
any
that.
Longer.
Yeah. Like, I think the point is that when you get married, it's about you. And I wasn't even caring about the other folks, but it always is, you may not ever be so close to you think that it's going to be this situation where, oh my gosh, you're going to be able to reminisce on your wedding. No. So the priority should always be the 2 of you.
Yes.
And Logan and I, right? Logan and I always prioritize the 2 of us. And I remember at one point my aunt, like we didn't have kids at our wedding. And at one point my aunt was like, well, why aren't you having kids? And I was like, because we don't want kids. Are you paying for the wedding? Like,
right.
And I'm just like, this is our thing.
Yeah.
You guys are privileged to be a part of our experience. So I love what you're doing, because more couples need to or not even need to. It's great for couples to recognize that it's a beautiful experience for you.
Yeah.
And the people that love you will do whatever you want to do.
Preach.
Okay?
Yes, absolutely. And if they aren't happy for you,
goodbye.
Then
goodbye.
Right.
Because if they are causing stress in one of your most happiest of times,
anybody who thinks that they are more important to you about a thing of this magnitude in your life, question, hard, immediately,
listen,
and without regrets.
Listen. Flag on a play. Okay.
So what I would say too is for couples that are like thinking about their boundaries and really walking this line and wanting to focus on their connection to each other. I'm sure I'll get heat for this.
Please.
But really
we love a heat.
Divorce yourself from the idea that people want to see your vows. Like,
yes, that's the whole point.
Like, do people really want to sit out in the sun and watch you and some ministers say words to each other? No. Like, do they care?
I see that on Love is Blind.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. On Netflix all the time. I want to hear your story.
Yeah.
I want to feel the the camaraderie, the love, the essence of who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People want to celebrate you.
Yes.
So if
people that love you.
The people that love you want to celebrate you. So if you separate yourself from the fact that people want to be part of a formal wedding ceremony and really embrace the fact that people just want to celebrate this momentous occasion in your life.
Yes.
That allows you to make very different decisions.
Yes.
You can go and you can do an absolute bucket list elopement somewhere by yourselves or a few treasured few. And then you come back and you have a reception at your favorite wine bar, right? Or a barbecue joint and you have music.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Right? Because that's what people want. They want to be with you. They want to celebrate with you. So you can still have that after party, that experience. And they don't have to be there for the most intimate moments of your story.
I agree. And it makes you think about what you mentioned about like people having 250 people at their wedding. It's so hard to get around to those people. So like you don't even get to speak to them. And if you do, you don't remember.
Right. It's a blur.
Yeah, it's literally a blur.
Yeah, it's a blur.
But at least if you have this type of situation where you elope or you pick your destination, like hopefully you can be in the moment.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of marriage and all of that. All right, so for anyone who is kind of thinking about, should I get eloped or should I do like a traditional wedding? What would you say to folks?
I would say think about what fills you and your partner up the most. So what brings you to the most joy? Mm-hmm. And if it is giving and providing for others, you may be well served by doing it.
That's a good question because I don't want to give all that.
Right. But like for some people, it's about
if that's
that legacy.
What you're thinking, yeah.
And 100%, that is the way for you.
Yes.
Right? But if what fills you up is creating new experiences and things that stretch you and grow you, I think one of the things you say is the world is waiting, right?
Yes.
Like if you're like the world is waiting people, then you need to elope.
I mean, I'm like, let me go elope in 10 years. I feel like we low-key eloped, but we didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we did our own thing. We were like, it was nice to have friends and family around, but it was a closed group. And it was also like we were in a decent destination. We did a boat the day after. So we had like the catamaran and thing. I think the experiences matter.
Yeah, they do. The experiences matter so much because that's what cements the memories.
Yes.
Right? Those are the stories that you'll tell. Right?
I love that. So like, okay.
Should we go back to Alaska?
Yes, I'm about to hit that up in a minute. But before we hit that up, because I made a note. Listen, I had to learn to pull out my pen because I have so many thoughts running through my mind. I'm like, there's so many good questions. Okay, so on your site, Soul and Sky Weddings, you say you only have time for extraordinary.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
So for me, that means that on this day, this experience for your wedding, like you shouldn't settle.
No.
You should choose the thing that just makes you feel like, can I swear? Holy shit, we did that.
Yes, because this is your shit and you paying for it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
And so for me, that's what you only have time for extraordinary means. Is like you can compromise every other day of your life, right? You can drive the Honda instead of the Lamborghini, right?
Hello.
But in this moment, no, you deserve it all. I mean, and you can have it all.
I feel like correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like your life is a bit of a conundrum in the sense that you did the same. Like you were in HR, you worked in that life. Tell the people more about that and how you felt that it was necessary for you to do something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was actually in corporate HR, big corporate, 150, 200.
Wow.
For
that's a lot of work.
20 years.
Wow.
Yeah, when I left, I was a VP.
Wow.
And so what I realized during that time is I worked insanely hard. And so when I went away, I went away. Don't call me.
Like when you went away for vacation?
Like vacation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like PTO.
Like PTO. Take it.
Yeah.
Right. Don't let it
don't feel bad.
Yeah. Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Like I would take it. And I I've traveled to 22 countries and, countless numbers of states. And I just felt like I loved this life of immersion. And then I had my villain origin story with my couple out in Washington and the climbing. And then I started finding more couples who wanted to do that. And so then I was traveling to help them experience these amazing things. And I was just like living this double life of like super corporate brain and like totally artist.
Yeah.
I mean, like
that's tough.
wander.
Yeah.
And it was tough. And I did it for about 10 years. And
you did both.
I did both.
Wow.
Yeah, for about 10 years. I didn't sleep very much.
I bet.
So I'm feeling a bit fresher.
Okay.
But but having gone full time into the photography, it is freeing. Right? Because I can connect with people different. I can serve a few more couples now. Obviously, what I do is a little bit more high touch than a traditional wedding photographer. But I had to make a pivot. And it's for the same reasons I tell my couples. I mean, like, what brings you joy?
For sure. And I feel like a lot of your skill sets that you learned in HR transition over very well. Like, what skill sets would you say?
Change management, for sure. I mean, I don't know if most people know this reference, but the book Who Moved My Cheese?
What is that?
Yeah, so it's like a 2-minute read. You can probably find it fully online now. Ask your ChatGPT; they could probably read it to you.
Right. Give me a summary.
Who Moved My Cheese is about a story about 2 little mice, and they were used to going through the maze every day to find their cheese in a certain spot. And then one day the cheese was gone. And it was like the explosion of their world, and who moved my cheese?
Like, how do I survive?
How do I survive?
Yeah.
Right. And then realizing that, the cheese is just over here. Sure, we have to turn a different way, but we get to it. Right. And so that.
Like, you just have to turn
you just
a little
have
bit
to turn
to get to where you're meant to be.
Yeah.
That's a little deep. Okay, Kate, coming through with a word. Okay, tell me, because I remember you shared, I looked on your Instagram and you shared it with me, a video where you got really emotional.
Yeah.
In Alaska.
Yeah.
So look at our Instagram, people. What was that about?
So that was my husband is Pete. We have a daughter, Jocelyn. She's a senior this year.
Are you originally from Atlanta? Where are you from?
No, we're from Wisconsin.
Okay.
Wisconsin via Salt Lake City.
Okay.
To Atlanta. We've been here about 18 years.
Okay.
We have a great airport. Perfect for what I do.
Listen, seriously, because the struggle be real if you was anywhere else. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But so that video was Pete and Jocelyn and I had decided that it was time to make the move, that I was going to leave my corporate job that I'd been excelling at for all of these years, this comfortable, safe position, and that we were going to leap and, as we call it, chase joy. And so, that was me talking to my followers, my couples, about that decision and how, it's a big pivot.
And we were in Alaska.
I was in Alaska.
We're back to Alaska. Back to Alaska.
Yes, I was actually in Alaska. I was working. I tend to batch work in Alaska because, as you can appreciate, it's a direct 8-hour flight from Atlanta. You can fly
to Anchorage?
To Anchorage.
Okay.
Or you can fly to London roughly at the same time.
That's wild.
The more you know.
But were you going to Alaska before you were doing this career?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I had a couple who delayed twice because of COVID say, we don't care. We have waited for so long. We want something epic and amazing. Where should we go? I was like, well, let's look at Alaska. And they chose it, and it was like mind-blowing.
What is in Alaska? Is it the mountains?
So there are epic mountains. There are glaciers. Like glaciers like you've never seen. Snowfield glaciers.
I mean, that's beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, ice. In the summer, they have these things called blue pools, and it's where the glaciers melt, and there's like the water on the surface, and the white underneath reflects the water, and they look absolutely like iridescently turquoise, and it's surreal. And then there's Kenai Fords, which is down kind of it looks like the Pacific coast of like the Pacific Northwest and Hawaii had a baby.
Wow.
Smash it together. It's like these huge fjords, but they're lush and green like Hawaii with like, yeah.
How long have you been doing this again?
So I niched down into elopements 5 years ago.
Elopements 5 years ago?
Elopements 5 years ago.
Okay. So you've been hitting up Alaska for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm here for what are some of your other destination locations that are like the hip and hot spots? Because I would love to hear this.
Yeah, so everybody loves Colorado. Colorado is great.
Like Denver? What part of Colorado?
More towards the mountains, so Boulder and out down into the San Juans, like that kind of area. Colorado's great. I totally love your home neck of the woods, like Olympic National Park.
It's beautiful.
It is so beautiful, and it is massive. You can have mountains, you can have rainforest, you can have the rocky beaches. Like, you can literally have it all.
I love that.
Also am an absolute sucker for deserts.
Really? Like where?
Give me all the sand. It sounds crazy, but Death Valley is absolutely epic.
Where people really want to purposely get married there?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you go in January or February.
I'm here for it.
But yeah, you get sand dunes, you get the Badlands. There's, if you like salt flats, there are salt flats, which are absolutely stunning to photograph on.
I bet that's
Imagine
beautiful.
a wedding dress over the salt flat that stretches endlessly.
And you look at things from a photographic
I do.
scenario too. So I would imagine let me ask you this. Do people tell you where they want to go and you're like, yeah, or are you always like, yeah, that's great?
You can make pretty much anything work.
Look good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how important is it for folks to photograph this wonderful experience of elopement? Are you photographing the full experience, like the elopement, if people want to do multi-days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not every photographer does that, but I think your wedding is all of the days, right? You've chosen this amazing place and this experience to celebrate your connection.
Right.
So we want to show your connection in the full story arc. So I do all of the days.
That's a lot.
It's so
that's
important.
Great. Yeah.
I think it's so important.
To have those memories.
I mean, of course, you can elope with no photos. You can have a wedding with no photos.
Well, and how long have you been married?
18 years.
Well, shoot. What's the secret? Help.
Oh, you know what? Honestly, the secret is being able to say, I'm sorry.
Wait, Logan's over here in the background looking at me. Looked at me. He's like, it's time. He's like, you need to take heed.
Yeah.
So you say sorry? I'm sorry. What's your sign?
Yeah, my sign is a Gemini.
Oh, gosh. What is happening with all these Geminis in my life?
Yeah, so I do think being able to say.
And what's your husband's sign?
He is a Pisces.
Geminis and Pisces go well together?
You know what?
Okay,
somehow
that's
we
great.
figured it out.
That's awesome. And what's Jocelyn?
Jocelyn is a Cancer.
Okay, so you guys got some sensitivities going on up in there.
It's a little touchy sometimes.
I love that for y'all though.
Yeah,
what do y'all do for fun?
So
because I feel like you got to be adventurous. This is an adventurous family.
We do. So the irony of life is that Jocelyn, I love you, right? But she doesn't really like any of the things
she ain't interested.
She doesn't like to hike. She doesn't like to.
How old is she?
She's 17.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
She doesn't like to hike or do any of that.
Okay.
But what we do love is travel.
Okay.
And so we took our first international trip with her when she was 4.
4.
We had just turned 4. We went to Colombia.
Oh, how interesting is that? That was probably
amazing.
Cool. What part of Colombia?
So we did Cartagena.
Okay. Love Cartagena.
Yeah, so good. Some of the best food I've had.
Yeah, it's
World.
amazing.
It's so good. And then we went up through Barranquilla up until Santa Marta.
Oh, you went in the interior too.
We went.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like you kind of go off. You like my side. I feel like you naturally you do things that are uncommon.
Yes, by choice.
Why?
Because I feel like there's so much in the world that is just waiting to be experienced.
Yes.
And so why would you want to go and do something that has been sterilized for you?
Yeah.
Right? Sure, it's uncomfortable.
Sure.
But I think there's so much power in being able to like be immersed in someone else's story and respecting that story, right? Oof. Like we don't go places to inject ourselves into, right? Like we don't want to be served, we want to experience.
Right. I love that because a lot of people don't really, one, they're not comfortable with exploring new things, but also they do naturally want to inject themselves. Like we are similar to you, in which myself and my husband, in which we travel to be a part of the culture that we go to. I wonder if a piece of your personality and all of what you do is, I have two questions because that's how my brain works.
I love it. I want both.
I feel like a piece of your personality, and we've kind of touched on this, but I feel like a piece of your personality, like you're exploring the different avenues of what is a part of the world through your work. Would you say that's true?
Absolutely. Yes.
What do you want more than anything for the couples that you work with?
That's a good question.
I know.
I would say what I want for them is to make a decision that feels like, oh my God, we are going to do this. Like to feel so big and so strange, right? So far outside of what they might have normally chosen for themselves. I want them to feel empowered.
Because what does that do for them?
Because that carries through to the rest of their life.
In what way?
In the way that they now understand you can set this boundary, like I'm going to go on vacation from work. And guess what? We're going to go away for 2 weeks and don't call me. Right? Because I want to experience this immersion with my partner. And now they feel more confident because they've gone and done crazy things with a guide, more or less. But now you realize, you know what? It's actually not that bad. We could probably do that. Right. And so I think it helps them feel braver to go and do things themselves. And that's what I love is like hearing this cascade of awesomeness that comes from this one decision.
One decision that does very much stuff. Okay. What I feel like I would imagine you want the same exploration. Like if you could plan, and we don't want to plan Jocelyn's life, but if you could plan Jocelyn's life, would you want her to do the same thing, like get eloped or explore something like that? Because that could be a personal subject, like a very touchy.
Yeah. She has been very clear. She wants to get married where there's snow, which I'm all for.
Okay, Jocelyn.
But she wants people. I'm like, that's great.
Like a lot of people.
I don't know if a lot of people. She's probably in the 40 to 50 camp.
Okay.
Yeah, because she likes her community.
She's clear about it already.
Yeah.
That's a lovely thing.
Yeah.
All right, here for my speed round questions. Okay. What's your favorite wow location you've ever photographed?
Alaska.
Girl.
I know, I can't help it. So if I'm
so surprised. That's beautiful though.
Yeah, if I can give two.
Okay.
It would be one, I had a couple who got married on a glacier in Alaska, dog sledding.
Okay.
And so it was like a trail ride.
A
glacier dog sledding.
Wow.
So we were like on a trail ride across the glacier, and the musher said, any place that you see that you love, it's yours to have.
Wow.
And so they found this beautiful mountain, and they stopped the dogs, got off the sled, and they said their vows in the middle of this vast.
And they had on like wedding clothes?
Oh, yeah.
I'm always like so surprised.
Yeah, wedding clothes, everything.
That's
so I would say that.
Okay.
And then other wild places. Honestly, I would say, some of the stuff here in the South.
I could see that.
You know,
It's probably very green.
yeah. And people don't give credit for how beautiful it is. So, pro tip, if you love Asheville, you will love Brevard.
Where is that?
If you've never been to Brevard, it's like, I don't know, 45 minutes, like almost due west of Asheville. But it's in the temperate rainforest, and it's got beautiful trails, like little river that goes through it. It is gorgeous. But I had a couple who did this hiking elopement up to this sweeping overlook. I mean, absolutely epic. But the slope of the rock was like this. I know those are listening on podcasts can't see that.
I know, but the slope, you can tell.
Yeah, it was really intense. I don't typically get afraid, but that was one where I was like, okay, I'm going to move real slow.
Right.
Because it like felt
It was serious.
But it was epic. We had hanging clouds in the valley that morning.
That's amazing.
So it was beautiful.
I mean, you've been to some really outrageous, random ass places, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm here for the random ass places. Okay. One word you describe your photography style.
Immersive.
Okay. Here for it. Mountains or beaches?
Girl, you can't do this to me.
Right. So I'm here for you. Hello. I mean, if it's Alaska, it got to be a mountain, right?
You know,
a glacier?
Yeah, I'm gonna say mountain.
Okay. I'm here for it. Lastly, fill in the blank. Real connection feels like
peace.
Boom. Drops mic, y'all. Kate, it's been a pleasure.
Tamika, this has been amazing.
Thank you. Oh, before we go, tell the people how they can find you.
So you can find me on, obviously, the web at www.soulandskyweddings.com, Soul and Sky Weddings. I'm also on Instagram, Soul and Sky Weddings.
Yay.
And all of the places.
And if you want to get eloped, I mean, hello. Ta-da.
We got a trip waiting for you.
I mean, in Alaska.
Alaska, Mexico, Kenya.
Right.
You name it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I actually have a partnership with a vendor who organizes safaris in Kenya.
That's pretty damn awesome.
It's amazing. Highly recommend. It's
I
so
can
beautiful.
only imagine. Well, thank you so much for joining.
Thanks
it's been a pleasure. So excited. Thank you, y'all.
Thank you.
Until next time, The Real Connect.